What is up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Brayathorn. I didn't feel like doing the whole starting soon screen because I started late. I hope all you guys saw the announcement in announcements on the Discord. But yeah, I was doing something for the tournament, for the Super Metroid Map Rando tournament. I didn't think it would go as long as it did, but just in case, I gave you all fair warning. And yeah, ended up going quite a while there. But boy, that was an awesome experience. Excuse me. I've already been talking for like a while, so yeah, that's gonna be that. But yeah, we're here, we're ready, we're doing the thing. Hope y'all are okay with us doing the thing. Computers and Pokemon and whatnot. I need to get a better pop filter. The functionality's there, but I just don't like the form of that. But Peckish, welcome. How's it going? Exiled Wolf, welcome in. Starting this late is definitely going to mean a few people won't be necessarily here for a while, or at all. I mean, it might be like, well, I guess he's not going live. But unfortunately, quite a few people, I think, don't see the announcements in the Discord. If I'm ever not live when I'm supposed to be, and you're like, well, what happened? Where is he? Check announcements. If I'm going to be like 30 minutes late or more, I'll announce it there. If I've got something else going on, I'll announce it there, and that's what happened tonight. What's up, Alucard? How's it going? Exotic Wolf Ubre, which 5.5 mic did you say you liked? I like the AM8. AM8. So Alpha Mic 8. But yeah, the tournament match ran to 3 rounds, and it ran for a while. So it was a little odd how we did it, but it was a pretty big one. It was between 2 buddies of mine, Emmett and Cruel Beans. And y'all might remember I did the PC build for Emmett a few months ago. Well, I wanted to do comms for one of his races, so there you go. But also, my co-commentator was Oats and Goats, who is the person who kind of got me watching Super Metroid speedrunning way back. So that was kind of surreal, but very cool. Super nice dude, though you wouldn't be able to tell by watching his streams because of his sort of vibe with his chat. They troll each other quite a bit, but he only caught a couple strays during the race. It was fine. I'm just used to that kind of thing. But there you go. Shanala, what's up? Yo, Braithorn, my Alexander PC tracking is saying it'll be here Tuesday. Nice. PCs and tacos. We love it. Drewsy Purple, what's going on? Bass player, how's it going? Oates is a boss. He is. Yeah, it was really cool because I absolutely got to get into the role of like play-by-play and hype, bringing up hype and stuff. But yeah, whoa, okay, all right. Okay, lots going on here. Hang on a second, because Ameridan just dropped a Prime sub, 35 months. Let's go, nerds. And then Sarge 1990 gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds. That's awesome. Thank you, Sarge 1990 and Ameridan. That is a tier 1 sub for Turdog, Frozen Fusion 007, Mr. Hot Shots, Ken Warfo 4, and Rolito Sorpresa. Welcome to the swarm. Sarge, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Dan, welcome back, buddy. Silent Furies, how's it going? That was something. Why am I still in this mode? There we go. That's a great start to the stream. An immediate hype train as well. Thank you guys. Thank both of y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, bass player Oats was really cool to do this with because, again, I mean, in case y'all are ever wondering, what does Bray watch whenever he's taking a break or doing whatever to wind down? And it's usually Oats and Goats Map Randos. He posts them like every day, or his editor posts them like every day. It's a lot of fun to watch. Honestly, it's relaxing for me. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I've learned about Matt Brando's are just from watching his videos because he just does a bunch of them and it's fun. Okay, hold up. Whoa, okay. Braxton, I hadn't had the chance to say hi. I saw that you were there, but okay, here's what's happening now. Braxton 1823 just gifted 10 tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds. That is a tier 1 sub for Kumsal 95, T-Tai 54, 5444, The Bet Noir, Tough NM, MN, Gray Fox, Gurr, Bob Duel, Invader Skiff, Belly Button, Bears, Beats, and Battle Stars, and Kira Yuki. Welcome to the Swarm. Crazy start. Okay, just 16 subs to get the party started. Sure. All right. It's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And Braxton, thank you very much. Welcome. Well, how do I follow that up? What do I do? What do I say? Don't finish that thought, but you know, sugar. Okay, I'm just getting my forms up here and going. Yeah. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, bass player, it was really cool. And the way I sort of because okay, like I've become friends with Emmett. I got to go and visit and hang out in San Francisco, build that PC. We went to Micro Center. It was really fun. And they're really good friends, but that doesn't mean like I'm not like a little starstruck whenever. Why is it over there? There. Why is it there? What is this? What's going on? Hold on. It's just bugging out. Okay. That doesn't mean I wasn't, a little nervous to like I had done why is that muted? My synth alerts. There we go. It doesn't mean I wasn't, very little can make me nervous on a microphone or on a stage or whatever. I've done so much, theater and music stuff and all that. But I was a little nervous going into that, but he was just chill. It was just normal. It was very, very cool. And had a great time. So that is done. We are here and we can now help people with PC stuff and rip some Pokemon packs. Two things that I am enjoying quite a bit. So, of course, y'all know I like to help people out with PC stuff. That is my whole thing. But no, that's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to click on that and bring up this. Cool, cool, cool. There's another thing that I'm interested in doing here, which is I'm a little behind on this, but I'm going to be doing potentially most definitely a collaboration with Build Cores. And I need to basically use their site to build a PC. And then we're going to try to get all those parts together. And then I'm going to build the PC. So we might record that here tonight. I think that would be a lot of fun. Y'all know I can't just rip Pokemon the whole time if there's no one using the forum because it's too much money to do that. I can't afford to do that. I don't want your AI. Leave me alone, Google. No one wants your AI. Read the room. Consumers don't like AI. Oh, bass player. You filled out a form. Okay. There you go. What do you have in mind for a PC build? Alucard, I'm happy that you asked. I will go over it, though, when I do the recording. But basically, the whole premise of this space here is to have 3 setups. My streaming setup right here, my video editing and creative setup over here, and then a full-on gaming setup over here that I can then easily convert for doing Pokemon content. So, like an adjustable monitor arm can lift up. I have a whole background for Pokemon stuff behind the monitor. All of that just for getting good footage of ripping packs and stuff. So that space there is going to need a dedicated gaming PC. So that's what would go there. Imagine letting AI select your PC build. Ben, we have tried using ChatGPT to give PC recommendations, and it literally recommended one of the worst companies possible. So I don't think that's going to be a thing. Rubu, what's up? Yeah, it was awesome working with you on that race. Awesome job on tracking. I was just talking about how I was like a little starstruck working with Oates, but he was totally chill and totally cool. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train. I appreciate that. What an awesome way to start the stream. I guess I'll open the hype chest. Rage out, I guess, is what I get. Well, that's certainly something that I do here, usually about computer stuff. But yeah, Rubu, I don't know if you had seen any of what I do here. I help people with finding the right PC or pre-built or parts list or whatever the case may be for their needs. Plus, as you know, as of a few months ago, we also like to rip the odd Pokemon pack here and there for the new channel that I'm working on that is centered upon Pokemon gameplay and TCG. So yeah. Braithorn, what company was it? Apex. No, not Apex. It was whatever that company was that they had that awful Amazon PC. It was real bad. It was real bad. We're not recommending you go to ChatGPT for your PC recommendations, is what I'm saying. Yeah, NZXT was in there too. What's up, Zeno? How's it going? How's the new mic? Both of you are absolutely loving it. And yeah, I learned here lots. Oh, okay. I still remember the Emmett PC building stream. Nice. But you have a good stream. I'm gonna grab some dinner. You got it. Thanks, Rubu. Again, great working with you on this one. I hope we get to work together again on those, on another race. Def Gamer, what's up? I got a question. When do you change thermal paste on GPU? Isn't it like every couple of years? It's not the same necessarily with a GPU as it would be like with swapping out putting in new thermal paste for your CPU cooler. Most GPUs, depending on how much you use it, you kind of don't need to worry about that. But the other thing is it's more technically challenging than just putting new thermal paste on a CPU cooler. You have your thermal interface, right? You have your thermal paste or thermal, you have whatever material you're using, liquid metal, whatever. But you also have thermal pads to deal with. It's a lot more complex than swapping the thermal paste for your CPU cooler. That's something you need to be aware of going in. If you have a local computer shop, if you're not comfortable with it and you have a local computer shop, you can ask them to do it for you. A little hard to verify that work, though, other than seeing a difference in your temps. So, yeah. Chris, welcome. How's it going? Coming in with a nice message for the YouTube crowd there. Hit the like button. I mean, why not do it? Go for it. Sure, MV7X is great. It is a good microphone. I hope they improved the pop filter on that. It really wasn't great, but in the original MV7. But yeah, Sam Altman will be very sad. That just tears me apart thinking about that. I was thinking components and hopefully owing more money than the GDP of the... Oh, right. What thermal paste do you think tastes the best? Shinola, do not eat thermal paste. Well, okay, hold up. Sarge1990, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Let's go, nerds. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sarge, coming in hot with these subs and bits. Thank you very much, Sarge. I appreciate that. You got to tell me. You got to tell me why though. What did I do so I can do that again? Whatever that was. Ben, I'm just happy I bought my new gaming PC before the RAM apocalypse. Well, yeah, I know. We get that. We hear that. We hear that a lot. Deaf Gamer, no problem at all. It is a valid question though. If it's been like 5 years, look up a video on how to do it, because at that point you can actually benefit from it. Earlier than that, it's really questionable unless you run you game 6 hours a day or something or more. You're probably fine not doing that. So something to consider. So what are we doing this stream? Well, bass player. I see that, of course, you filled out the form here. I want to give you guys a note real quick. if you ever fill out the form and you're waiting your turn and you have some kind of time limit or you have to leave at a certain point, let me know. Because the vibe around here is that we chill out. I usually start every stream taking my time, chatting with y'all for a while. But I started an hour late tonight because of that race. So I don't have to do that tonight, but also there's the Pokemon stuff and all that. If you have to leave soon, you do need to let me know. You are an entertaining nerd. I appreciate that, Sarge. Thank you. I try. I do try. So Alucard showed something really important here. If you see these right here, this emote is what you put in chat if you're watching on Twitch and you filled out the form and you're on the list waiting for your turn. I won't automatically know that. I check at the beginning of the stream, but throughout the stream, I might be just yapping and I won't know. If you're looking at YouTube chat, you'll see that Alucard put at Brayathorn, I'm on the list. If you're on the list, copy and paste that into chat to let me know. Especially if you filled out the form like weeks ago. You still have your place in line. If you filled out the form like in December or something and you hadn't come back yet, then you're first. It goes by whoever filled out the form first. And if you're weeks earlier, then yeah, you're first. But you do have to let me know that you're here. Lurking does not work for that, and I don't help off stream. I will sometimes for a fee do a session off stream to do this, but that's time for me to do other stuff. This time on stream is dedicated to helping people with PCs. So that's already there. I'm already doing that. And if you filled out the form, you're already here. So let me know that you're waiting for help, and I will be happy to help you out. How much is the fee? I don't know. It's varied. There's somewhere it was going to be just a quick follow-up, and I just had like $50. But generally, about $100 will do it. I mean, there are some content creators out there who are awesome at what they do, but you can't get any help from them of this kind unless I think it's starting at like $300 or something like that. However, it's because they, some of them will have millions of followers. They cannot do it for free. Like their content that they spend their time making helps millions of people. So yeah, I do not begrudge them having a higher fee than me, but also I try, like, people will be like, hey, can you do an offline session? And I'm like, well, I'm streaming tonight. Just wait for that. Like, save your money. I don't like taking money from people. I'm honestly, it's a problem of mine, to be honest. It is a problem of mine that I feel that way, but it's how I feel. You're already primed to spend a lot of your money, your hard-earned money, on a PC. So my preferred way of you supporting me is by saving money. So that's why we have over a dozen coupon codes with over a dozen system integrators that have built trust with our community. And I'm always upfront with that. I'd rather you support me by saving money than spending extra money. Does it mean that you can only do it once every few years? Sure. But that helps anyway. It already helps. If you want to support what I do, use a coupon code when you buy a PC, sure. But also watch the videos that come out. Like and comment. That actual stuff you have to understand. It's cheesy to say, it is actually real. Silent Wraith, especially when we're all in PC building help with these prices, we thank you, Braithorn. No problem. I mean, there's going to be a point where I can't help anymore. Like, there's no RAM to be purchased anywhere. That's when the job is not going to be finding you the best deal that you can get for your needs and for your budget. It's going to be finding you any deal you can buy. Where my job is then going to be to communicate with system integrators, find out when they're going to have stock, do things like that. And that is going to be a different vibe altogether. Tatted Tech, what's up? What's the most common signs of a failing GPU? Artifacting on screen, things like that. Blacking out of the screen and it coming back. Could be a failing output port. You can try switching to another one if that problem goes away. These things can happen. If you have ever looked at a GPU's PCB, there's a lot of potential failure points in there. Especially if it's something where it's like, oh, you swap monitors often or whatever, you're connecting and disconnecting from an HDMI port frequently. Well, that's held on with thin little solder joints, and there's a lot of connectors in there. That could lead to a failure of just that one component on your GPU. But I mean, yeah, if you're seeing artifacting or glitching on screen, weird behaviors like that, that could be the sign of a failing GPU. There's a lot of them, and I would say putting that into Google will probably give you a more well-researched response. I'm just talking about stuff I've seen. So we do our best around here. You know, that's one of those questions I would say you're better off Googling it than asking a random dude online, but I do try my best. So aside from helping bass player, I want to make sure you're still here. All you've said so far is that Oates is a boss, and that remains true. But I just want to make sure that you are here. But aside from that, finally going to be opening this box of Gem Packs Volume 3. If it would decide to focus. Maybe it's because I had it upside down. There it is. As far as I understand, 18 packs in here, 4 cards per pack, and really cool exclusive art for the Chinese market there. We're going to be opening that later. And of course, our 6 packs of Mega Evolution for the Mega Monday videos. We're going to be doing those basically every stream to build up a bunch of those videos, essentially. So yeah. Okay, bass player, you are still here. Cool. Maybe I get Mega Monday out of the way first. I need to move these cards though, because that's from the last Mega Monday. I haven't sorted those yet. There's a lot to keep track of here. I actually spend hours logging and updating my spreadsheet and filing away all of these cards because I have to track it for the content, essentially. So these, where can I put these in here if they'll fit? Oh, it fits perfectly. How about that? That's Mega Monday 1. There you go. I don't have another one of those, though, but whatever. And, of course, we got these from those 6 packs, those first 6 packs, which was crazy. Well, I mean, this one was the box topper, but yeah. Already a strong start to Mega Mondays for those videos. Blacking out is happening to me with certain games. Still have sound, but after a restart, it won't come back on unless I wait a few minutes and try again. It's only one of a few games, though. Okay, Tatted Tech, here's what you've got to do, though. Do you have access to a spare GPU? I mean, even used hardware. Even if you just find something like a GT 1030, okay? Then you swap it out and try gaming like that, see if it continues. That is basically one of the ways that you would have for ruling out the GPU, because if it continues without that, like if it continues even with the other one, then yeah, it's not just a GPU. What CPU do you have? That's the main question I would ask you. What CPU have you got? I watched the final race of the best of 3, and let me tell you, I understood absolutely nothing, but that ending was insane. Was it not? It was so good. That, like, you cannot ask for a better race. One racer wins the first round. Another racer wins the second round. And then the third round, it is neck and neck. Like the whole time for an hour-long race. It was crazy. What an ending. Go ahead and rip some packs. I have time, Brave Thorn. All right, cool. All right. What's up, Frowler? How's it going? No, because I have that Element CL Pro with a custom loop by iBuyPower with a 3070. That does complicate things because you can only use that 3070 in there. Now, can you just basically put a regular CPU cooler on there and an air-cooled GPU? Yes. But I actually talked to them about that, and I believe we came out with a short, at least on Instagram. But one of the things they're working on for the new Element PCs is that they're going to have interchangeable GPU blocks, but that doesn't help you out, unfortunately. It is a little rough. Now, if you were to learn how to bend tubes and get yourself a new blocked GPU, you could put in a new GPU, but that's a big investment because that's the big thing about the Element CL Pro was that it was easily accessible, mass producible, hardline liquid cooling. For a good price, which was crazy, but they're trying to bring that back now. But Natty, I'm glad you joined in and watched that because you can kind of get why. And every time it's a different game. It's the same game, but I mean it's a map randomizer, so it's a different puzzle every time. It's so much fun. I love it. And it won't post with the onboard graphics on the motherboard. Well, that's if it has onboard graphics, which is why I was asking you what CPU you have. If it's Intel and it has an F and an F at the end, like a 12700KF, you're not going to have onboard graphics with that F SKU processor. This is why you got to know your specs, because there's going to be, when you're trying to get help from someone, they're going to have questions like that. So if 13500, okay, that's you meant 900K. There's no 13500K. It'd be 13900K, and that could be your problem. 13th and 14th gen Intel CPUs, especially if you have not updated your BIOS like ever, that thing could have permanent damage from the original microcode. But I'm sure you meant 13900K. Yeah, you probably have, it is likely that you have CPU damage. And if it's 13th gen, you can let me know how long ago you bought that from iBuyPower. Are you only giving advice on pre-builds? Asks Kilokarisu. No. I also help with DIY parts lists. I mean, look at the thing right above you there. Finding the right pre-built PC or a custom parts list for a DIY PC build. What it doesn't mention is I also give advice on upgrades as well, though you have to have a complete current parts list for what is in your PC right now. And the best way to do that is to put it on PC Part Picker in a list. And then you can share that link to me. In the forum. There's a place to do it in the forum. Okay, chat. All right. I'm not going to do this before the PC build because this is 18 packs. It's going to take a while. Well, maybe I will because there's only 4 cards per pack. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know about this set. I could just do the 6 packs of Mega Evolution. I got a PC already, just bottlenecked like crazy. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That is probably one of the most misused terms in PCs right now, but let me know what you mean. Because right now, like that chat probably could have included some detail, like I have this CPU, this GPU, and it's bottlenecked. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. I appreciate, by the way, no problem. I would appreciate knowing what the actual, is it a 13900K? If that's the case, it's probably your CPU. And also I was asking how long ago you bought it from iBuyPower. If it's within a year, you can send it back to them. 1080, 2400G, and a hard drive, and 16 gigs of RAM. Okay. The 2400G already is not great. But probably your biggest upgrade you could do is putting in an M.2 drive if your motherboard can accommodate that. Kilokarisu. But at that point, if you have a high enough budget, you just do a new PC. Potentially, depending. Okay, let's do a little bit of Pokemon here. Then we'll take care of base player and that build. Now, everybody coming in for help, y'all got to know, you should know by now if you pay attention to any of this stuff, even a little bit, that the market is toast right now. It is getting worse every day. And what your budget could have done previously, it won't necessarily be able to do now. Bulk. Okay. So you need to be ready for that. What's up, Peckish? I had an ad that I hadn't heard at all, but I think it's been 3 years. I think I have a service return once for a failed PSU within the first year. Okay. The 13th gen CPU, which is probably not a 13500K because it doesn't exist, is probably a 13900K, is the likely culprit. Look up Intel 13th gen issues. You'll find a million videos about it. Okay. It's either the microcode fried some of that CPU, though it can still continue to work. It'll just start freezing up on you, okay? Or it has oxidation issues, which only 13th gen had. 14th gen skipped out on that. I just need CPU, SSD, RAM. Just don't know what one. Okay, Kilokarisu. The message posted again. What does that message from Stream Elements say? Check the description, click the link, fill out the form, and you'll be good to go. The guy referred here said he was going to come over. His name is Belly Button. I was curious if he came over at some point yet. Yeah, Belly Button followed and also got a free gifted sub earlier too, which is cool. So, but I haven't heard from them yet. It's unfortunate though, because they followed right about the time when I showed up late for stream because of the Map Rando race, the Super Metroid race. This isn't really doing much with it facing that way. We'll keep it clean here. I think I want to do these. I want to do these, and I'm going to do them in a different way because there's only 4 cards per pack. We're going to be cutting open multiple packs and making mega decks out of them, or mega packs out of them. So that should be fun. I like how the Mewtwo pin has a similar Vaporwave style to the Braithorn logo here. It's pretty sick. Okay, let's get this going. Where did I put my knife? Oh well, I'll use these. It's fine. Perfect. Okay. All right. Okay. I've been holding on to these for a while. We're going to be opening Gem Pack Volume 3 from the Chinese market. I think 18 packs in here with only 4 cards per pack. So it's going to be a bit of a different approach, but there are some really cool exclusive full art cards that are only available for the Chinese market that we should be able to potentially get right here. Fun fact, you're not going to see anything like this giving you your odds for getting rare cards on a North American product. They're just required to do that for the Chinese market. So decent odds. Let's see what we can get here. If you want to get a better look at that. Okay, there you go. There it is. Okay, come on. I'm up here, buddy. This was your time to shine. There it is. Okay. Let's see what we get. So because there's only 4 cards per pack here, we're probably going to be taking, let me see if it's 18. We'll do 5-pack bundles and maybe 8 for the last one, to where they're basically mega packs. But we will see what we can get out of this. How does this open anyway? There we go. One of the things that you'll find in here are absolutely unique hollow patterns for so many of these cards. It is super cool. What is the deal with that? Why does this open like this? It's so weird. It's like multiple perforated things here. Hold on. Maybe I'm meant to keep this. I don't know. You know what? Whatever. There. It's open, I guess. Let's see if it's 18 or 15. I was told 2 different things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 17. I must have miscounted. 18 packs. There we go. All right, let's see what we can get out of these. Let's make a few mega packs and see what we can do. See what we can get. Let's start with 5. Well, if we do 6, that'll leave us with, oh, it's 18. Let's do 6 each time. There we go. All right, we're going to do 3 pulls of 6 packs each so that we make a mega pack here. So that should be 20 cards each time. And what side is the front of the card on? There. Okay. So there's 1. Let me just cut all of these. I don't know why I'm not doing that way. Don't worry, for the video, this, of course, will be sped up. There are some incredible full art cards for this set. And one of them is one of my favorite Pokemon that doesn't have that many full arts. And that because it's a newer Pokemon, Ceruledge. And I don't usually have a chase card when I'm doing these. We do this to have a good time, maybe find more new Pokemon for the Pokédex. But if there is a chase card, that is it. But I'm going to be happy with basically whatever I get here. Wait, how did I do this? I did this that away. Okay. I had them upside down. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be, we might split this up into 3 for 6 packs each. So get subscribed so you don't miss it. What will we get for starters here? A lot of these are going to be sparkly, shiny. So don't be surprised. That's just how it goes with Chinese packs. I have opened a few. Let's see how we start off here. Let's zoom in, actually. There we go. Okay, already with a Pokeball Cubone. And we have a Gengar. Shuppet. Look at that pattern. Look at that pattern. Just crazy. Were we out of focus? Okay. Focus, buddy. There it is. Okay. All right, Pokeball Cubone. Gengar. An insane hollow pattern on this Shuppet here. And this would be the rare if there is one. And Master Ball Lycanroc. Master Ball Lycanroc is awesome. That is really good. Okay. Okay, we have Pokeball Mimikyu. We have Gardevoir reverse. Oh, man. This Clefable, though. Look, how do you read anything on this? It's gorgeous, though. This like pinwheel sort of hollow effect is crazy. Yo, Master Ball Darkrai. Oh, that's great. I really like that. I think my only Darkrai is a Trick or Trade. So this is awesome. I like that. Okay, Pokeball Gardevoir. Okay, we have Absol. Look at the art on this Absol. Is that Shinji Kanda? Shinji Kanda. Called it. That shaky, sorry. If you're like, why is this guy's handshaking? Is he nervous? No, it's just because I have essential tremors, and it's a condition that I have, and it's normal for me. Beautiful artwork on that. And then we have the Morpeko with the crazy pinwheel hollow. Master Ball Ceruledge. These are so generous. Like, you get a lot of shiny cardboard here, okay? Not the Ceruledge we're looking for. We're looking for full art. But then we get Pokeball, Lycanroc. We have a Master Ball one of that, but sure. Grivard. We got the Meowth. Master Ball. Wait, what is it? What is his name? Oh my God. Mankey. Annihilate. Okay. Master Ball Annihilate. Nice. Pokeball Meowth. Got the regular reverse Darkrai. This is a lot of repetition just with different hollow patterns. What is the deal here? Ooh, we got the stamp. check out that stamp. It is actually slightly textured, but Annihilate stamped card for this volume 3. Pokeball Greavard. We have another Meowth, another Mimikyu, and ooh, Darkrai EX. Oh man, now I got to decide between a Darkrai EX, which is awesome, or Master Ball Darkrai for my Pokedex. That is actually, like, believe it or not, that is actually a tough decision. But very, very good. Good pulls here. Where are my sleeves? Hold on. I can't, like, every one of these. If something has any foil to it or reflectiveness to it, I always sleeve it, but I'm dreadfully low right now on penny sleeves. I need to order a bunch more. Let me find the Master Ball cards and I'll just sleeve those. And this stamped one here as well. Master Ball Annihilate. Master Ball Cerulege. Master Ball Darkrai. God, that's going to be a tough decision. Master Ball Lycanroc. Unfortunate that it wasn't Dusk Form Lycanroc because that is my kiddo's favorite Pokemon, but who knows? Hope springs eternal. Maybe we'll get one. I don't know if there's one in this set, but all right, let's sleeve these up, see what we got. I don't know if I'm going to make this one whole video, by the way. I might. Or I might make it 3. I mean, look, that box was $60 at the card show. I got to get as much content out of it as I can. But most people, when they do these, they'll actually do multiple boxes for a single video. I just can't afford to play like that. I can't afford to play with my money like that. Man. Well, not a bad start for these. Lots of Master Ball Pokemon, including some that I really, really like, plus a stamped one and an EX. Not a bad start. And this is where the editing would kick in, you know. All right, we're going to open 6 more in the next one. Get subscribed so you don't miss it. Or I'll say, all right, let's move on to the next 6. See, that's the magic of editing. I don't know if it'll be 1 video or 3 videos, but it doesn't matter. We're going to continue on either way. That is so much pack trash for not that many cards. I don't like the 4 cards per pack thing. Okay, we got some pretty good cards from those first 6 packs of the Gem Pack Volume 3 Chinese set. But it is time for us to continue on and see if we can get any of the exclusive full art cards that come in these packs that are only for the Chinese market. Let's see what we can get. We're doing 6 of them as a mega pack right now. That's in case that's a separate video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 8 right there, by the way. We're doing the next set of 6 as a mega pack. Let's get into it. This thing's got to stop, man. It's because I keep covering my face. That was fine. We can zoom in a little bit for that. That's not a big problem. But and yes, I am making sure that all of these are, all the cards are out of the way when I cut this. Watch, I get the Chinese exclusive Cerulege and I cut the top of it off. Why not both 3 shorts, 1 long form? It's not enough for a long form. Also, this format, not really great for long form. But fun fact, Onware is going to be working on tomorrow, or I guess maybe now, because it's Jordan. I think it's morning over there now. Is going to be working on the big video, the Las Vegas card show, where I said how much can I get for $500. There's so much editing work for that. You'll have to realize I was there for like 6 hours or 5 hours, and I recorded a lot of it. So, but the good thing is, Onware made a point of watching a lot of that stream. So he already kind of knows what I'm looking for, knows what moments were really good. So yeah, got an ad lasting not more than 1 second. Fowler, that's the best kind of ad to get because I don't think that affects ad revenue. So that's cool. Not that ad revenue is great. It really isn't. Apparently, it used to be insane. Ad revenue used to be really, really good in YouTube's heyday. But I started after that. least there's no pack trick to be concerned with here. There we go. One thing that's going to be great when I get the other setup going. One thing that's going to be great when I get the other setup going, where I have a camera right here pointed that way, and I'm going to be opening them this way, is that I'll be able to get more indirect lighting. This lighting, as you can see, is very direct, so you get reflections a lot. Okay, let's get started, see if we can get one of those full art cards now. Okay, we have another Shuppet here with Pokeball on it. There we go, Pokeball Shuppet. Greavard, or what is that, Greavard? I forget which one that is. Okay, Meowth and Master Ball Greavard. I'm gonna have Master Balls for all of these. Pokeball Darkrai. As you can see, it's not that much variety in the cards themselves, it seems, but a lot of variety in the finishes. Okay, Miss Magus. We got the sparkly, starry Lycanroc there. Ooh, Stamped Absol goes hard. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, that's probably my best pull so far, IMO. That is really good. Okay, Pokeball Annihilate. And we have reverse. I just said its name, Morpeko. And we have reverse Morpeko here. We have the crazy pinwheel finish for Ceruledge here. And oh, okay, all right. We got Clefable EX. Nice. That's a great Clefable card. I'm gonna be happy to have that in the Pokedex. That's a really good one. Okay, Pokeball, Clefable, reverse, Annihilate. Nice Gengar card here. I like that. I need a good Gengar card. Master Ball, Absol. Pokeball, Absol. Calm down. Okay, and Houndoom. Another Gengar. I would love to get a stamped Gengar. I'm gonna be honest. You know why? You want to know why I want that? Because it's gonna look like he's licking the stamp because of the placement. I think we all want that, and I think it's very sensible. Master Ball Clefable is good. I like that. Pokeball, Greavard, Chandelure reverse. Another Greavard, and our final card is Oh, we got the exclusive Meowth. Look at this. Oh, that's such a beautiful card. Look at that. Hold on. It's eventually gonna. That is gorgeous. This is in really good shape, too. Look at that. Pretty solid on the centering-ish. It's a little thicker on this side. On the back, anyway. On the front, it looks perfect. Look at that. No pun intended with the perfect there. But that is a gorgeous card. All right, we got one. We got one. There it is. Oh man. This pack of 6, or this group of 6 packs, was really exceptional here. I love the stamped Absol here. Master Ball is also good. 2 different awesome Clefable cards. And then, of course, the difficulty here, guys, is I already have an amazing Meowth card. And I don't know which one I like more. Hold on. I can just check right here because Meowth is in here. I'm trying to remember Meowth's Pokedex number right there. It is 52. Okay. Okay, yeah. Chat, I just do not know which one belongs in the binder. They're both so good, but look at the color saturation on this. It is so good. It's so good. But this card is so cute. Like, I don't know. I don't like to break these down to just monetary value, but in a situation like this, what else am I supposed to do? Let me know in the comments which one you think should be the one that stays in the binder, in the full Pokedex. I need your help. Get in the comments. Let me know. I am now. Okay, hold on. Come on. This thing's been having trouble lately. Maybe it's not used to be me being so mobile. The Paper Lanterns one is amazing. I don't know. I guess, again, I have to go for monetary value. That's not something I like focusing on, but maybe it has to be the tiebreaker. It also comes down to the fact that I want my national Pokédex to be an international Pokédex. So the more cards I have in other languages, like the better IMO. Oh, this is also great. I'm super happy to get that. That's going to be great in the clip. But then I got the Master Ball one. So like I think I'll go with this. It's more impact with the EX. Now, chat, here's the thing. If I wanted to, I could buy a case of 20 of these boxes. But at a certain point, you saturate. Like, you've got every card available at that point. But I just don't want to spend that much money on this set. You know? I don't. There we go. All of our cards protected. I absolutely love the stamped Absol too. That is really good. Oh, I love this set. It's so good. It's just so good. Okay, there it is. I will now do the last 6 packs. And then we're going to get to helping out Base Player 2011. Thank you for being patient with me. I got a box of 18 of these Gem Pack Volume 6s, Volume 3s. Okay. I got a box of 18 of these Chinese market Gem Pack Volume 3 Pokemon packs. And each one only has 4 cards in it, but you get 18 packs per box. And in the last group of 6, I got this. And in the last group of 6, I got this. This amazing Meowth card, full art. I guess SAR. It's an SAR. So who knows what is left in these, but there have been so many. Almost every card you get is going to have some kind of holo or reverse on it. That's just how these work. And the odds of getting something really good from them are pretty, it's not bad. But we have only 6 packs remaining from the box I bought at the Top Deck card show in Las Vegas. And these have been waiting the whole time to be opened. Let's see if we can get one more big hit. Okay, and this is for the If It's All One video. All right, that's going to be hard to beat, but we got 6 packs left. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we get 2 out of this box. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, honestly. I think you're maybe supposed to get 1 at least. I don't know. I don't know the odds on it really, or the if those are guaranteed pulls or not. This is not my usual method of opening Pokemon packs, as you know, but this is just a lot of ripping to do. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's see if it does anything or if it works. But this is technically, even though it's going to be all in one stack, the last pack. So let's get RGB in here to give us some last pack mojo. Come on, buddy. Let's get a second SAR here. Because if there are guaranteed hits, great. That doesn't mean that that's all you can possibly get. What if they had a way of having them shine like they do in Pokemon Pocket TCG? Pokemon TCG Pocket, whatever? Okay. I really like doing these mega packs, though. This is definitely needed, I think, for... Uh-oh. Hold on. I missed one. There it is. I took those off camera. They were right here, okay? I did not actually take them fully off camera. Okay? There we go. I missed one of the packs, and I wanted it to be the last pack. So, all right. Here we go. Final mega pack. And we have Pokeball Darkrai. Let me move these out of the way, actually, so I don't mix them up. Okay. Mimikyu. Oh, let's not screw that up. Okay. All right. Morpeko. And Master Ball Gardevoir. I'm really happy I got a Master Ball Gardevoir, actually. That's really great. But it's not going to replace my SSR Gardevoir in the Pokedex. This is just... Okay. I have to remember that. I already have a really good shiny Gardevoir card. Okay. Pokeball Chandelure. We have Lycanroc. Greavard. They have multiple arts for Greavard, I guess. I've seen 2, I think, unless it's a different Pokemon. They look pretty similar in this art, though. And Gardevoir EX. Oh, man. 2 Gardevoir hits in a row. Okay. Pokeball Miss Magus. We have Cubone. Darkrai with the crazy pinwheel holo. Look at that. It's insane. How do you read what's on there? I don't know. Master Ball Houndoom. This, I think, is an upgrade for Houndoom in the Pokedex. I'll take it. Pokeball Morpeko. We have Shuppet. Excuse me. Another Clefable. And we got the stamped Mimikyu. Nice. I was hoping for the Gengar stamped. I don't know if we'll get it, but there you go. Pokeball Cubone. Ceruledge Reverse. Houndoom Sparkles. And we got a stamped Safari Ball. A stamped Safari Ball. Huh. That's kind of awesome, actually. Huh. I wonder what the pull rate on this card is. That's really cool. Okay. Pokeball Ceruledge. Reverse Clefable. Miss Magus with the pinwheels. Final card. This is the last one. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Oh, we got the Houndoom EX. Nice. I think our 3rd or 4th EX from this box. Now I got to figure out whether I want to have in the Pokedex. This is what I'm dealing with here. Master Ball, Houndoom, or Houndoom EX. I think the EX, it has more visual impact for the Pokedex, but they are all getting sleeved. And then we'll come back and take a look at everything that we got from these boxes, from this box, from all these packs. So if you look up Gem Packs Volume 3, I think is how you would look it up on tcgplayer.com. You can get these very easily, and the price will surprise you. I got this box at the card show for, I think, $60, and the market value may have gone down a little bit since then, down or up, but it's going to be close to that. And as you can see, there is a lot of eye candy for the Pokedex in here if you're trying to build that. A lot of just really cool-looking cards. So if you just have a basic common Mimikyu and you want to get, I don't know, maybe want a chance at a reverse holo stamped one, that's a solid upgrade there. I think I have Mimikyu EX though, so that won't be replaced here, but I kind of want to... Okay, am I crazy? I kind of want to master set this set. When you master set it, you get one of every card available in the set. You put it in its own binder. It's really good. And I know some people who have master setted this, but there you have it from those last 6 packs. Some very, very nice cards here. I want to find out more about this stamped Jungle Ball here, or Safari Ball rather. The Master Ball Gardevoir, Master Ball Houndoom, Gardevoir EX, Houndoom EX. Really solid, though of course the absolute winner out of all of these packs, all of these pulls, is the Lantern Meowth. I had to pull a Pokemon I already had a beautiful full art for. So I have some decision making to do. Let me know in the comments what you would do in that regard. And for these, should I do Master Ball in the Pokedex or should I have EXs instead? Let me know in the comments and get subscribed because you don't want to miss a continuation. Oh, yeah. Let me know in the comments and get subscribed because you don't want to miss a continuation of Mega Mondays and other fun pack ripping content right here. See you then. Okay, there you go. Grievard is a little guy, and Houndstone is the evolved form. Grievard is a little guy. Houndstone. That's my bad. Okay. That's the fun thing about editing for something like this is you can put the little thing there and call me an idiot. I know nothing about Pokemon cards. Are they meant to play games with or only for collecting purposes? I will say I don't think in North America the Chinese market cards are going to be tournament legal. But it's a game you play 100%. It's one of the longest running TCGs there is. Since 1996. Yeah. And I'll tell you the Worlds tournaments, because when they have the VGC Worlds, they also have the TCG Worlds. They're massive, and the prize pools are huge. There are very good players out there. Okay, now I got to set all this aside. We'll do the build for base player, or hunt down a pre-built for base player there, and then we can do. This bag is overflowing of pack trash here. That's great. We'll do that, and then we'll look at what is it? I don't know. Stop the recording. Oh, Mega Mondays. It's not Monday. I know. There we go. I'll say, though, my favorite thing about those is just the sheer amount of really, really cool cards that you get. I mean, imagine being a kid opening these, right? As opposed to like, oh, I don't know. These. Which one? If you're a little kid, which one do? Now these, of course, are in English, which is if you're really young, that could be important to you. I don't know, but like for a kid just getting into it, that versus that. If you're more interested in the collecting side, the Gem Pack Volume 3 and Volume 2. I think Volume 2 was all about Eevee and Eeveelutions too. If you're really into that, try to find some Volume 2. But yeah, also just the fact that you get some that are actually really good in terms of the hits that you get. So let me see if I put them all together out of that one box. I sleeved this many cards out of that one box. And of course, got this guy here. So the boxes are fun. If you know someone who collects Pokemon, don't even ask them if they have done this before. Just if you're trying to find them a gift, just buy them a box. Again, it's like, especially if you're talking about something like where it's Secret Santa, yada yada, and limit is $50 or $60, whatever. It's a fun gift. It's fun. You get to unwrap it 18 times. Okay, that's really cool. This is why I switched to Yu-Gi-Oh! I played the game and the art was better. I don't know, base player. There's some insane artwork for Pokemon now, and they've been the thing is Yu-Gi-Oh! Just now got full art cards, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy. Like just recently got full art cards. That's just bananas. This is just a lot of cards, though. Like even the ones that aren't the ones that are sleeved, you get a lot with that box. Like that's going to take a while for me to go through. But a lot of them are repeats with just different holo patterns on them, so it's not that fatiguing. I just keep it. This box just exploded. They don't make it very clear how you're supposed to open it. That I can't close that again. It's just not going to happen. Oh, well, I guess I can. I guess I lied to you. But it's not going to stay closed. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm down to this many penny sleeves. It's really not, it's maybe 30 there, 20 or 30. I need to go out tomorrow and pick some up. Yeah, not good, but play them or no? Well, I am hoping to get into, I'm at least going to make some content around playing the TCG. There's a chance I don't ever get into it, and that's okay. I mean, back in the early 2000s, if I was starting now, I would Pokemon, but back then the yellow Pokemon cards are boring. Yeah, I'm really glad they switched away from that. I'm not going to lie. 1 second. All right. Computer time. Bass player. Let's go. Okay. I just want to give a shout out, by the way, to my lurkers. Thank you guys for lurking. I appreciate that. I hope that you don't mind that I interrupt the computer rambling for some Pokemon rambling. Okay, so let's talk about this base player. Out of this range that you picked here, 1,000 to 1,500, what is your actual maximum budget? Okay. Because you did pick boutique. And remember that boutique means you're spending extra for the buying experience, the ownership experience, the customer service that's more catered to you, that kind of situation. More time spent on cable management, things like that. The builds take a little longer, but you get one builder from start to finish. That's typically what it means when you get a boutique build. More of the money goes towards the other parts as well in terms of like what motherboard you get, what power supply you get, things like that. So that can take away from some of your gaming performance. If you're looking at like $1,250 for a gaming PC, that's you're trying to do racing sim on an ultra wide, you need to go probably price to performance and get the maximum performance you can, especially with the market being as crappy as it is right now, because you could easily take a $1,200 budget, spend half of it on your RAM right now. Max budget is $1,600. No comment. Okay. There is an option for that, though. It's the $1,500 to $2,000 option. But okay, that helps. So we're looking for a white build here. I'm thinking going with... okay, so you want it in white, but don't want RGB. You're probably just going to be turning off your RGB, which is an option, of course. I'm probably gonna steer you towards price to performance. You see, ultra wide at some times can be nearly as hard to run in terms of pixel count as 4K. Depending on whether you get an ultra wide monitor that is vertically 1080p or vertically 1440p. So how do you find that out? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you are looking at the specs of the monitor, looking at what it says, it'll say something like 3440 by 1440, right? Or it'll say something by 1080. That's your vertical resolution. And that tells you a lot about what that monitor is expecting of you in terms of your GPU. If it's a 1080 vertical monitor, when I say vertical monitor, I'm not saying it's a vertical monitor. I'm saying the pixel count from bottom to top is 1080. Then it's going to be much easier to run than a monitor with a pixel count that goes vertically of 1440. Okay? So basically what you have to do here is focus more on your GPU than anything else in the build. And that takes you towards a price to performance high volume seller. Okay? Now, does that mean you're going to get a bad PC? No, it doesn't. It just means that it doesn't matter. It matters less what motherboard you get. You're not necessarily going to get a brand name power supply, but of course they don't. If you look at the sellers we're going through, like when I talk about Skytech, they're not going to put a low rated power supply because they sell hundreds of thousands of PCs a year. And they cannot afford a massive RMA from a bad batch of power supplies. Like, that's a huge problem for them at the volume that they sell. So anyways, I think we'll start it off by looking at Skytech here. Now, this right here is going to come in clutch, okay? I know it's a pop-up, and if anyone's complaining about them all the time, it's me. I look at them more than you do, I promise. Because I look at these sites all the time. But this one, for any PC over $1,400, you put in your email address, you get $50 off. What are you going to have to do when you buy a PC anyway? Give them your email address. This gets you a stackable, as it says here, a stackable $50 coupon. That stacks with my coupon and also stacks with these deals right here. And you'd be looking at an additional $100 off. So three coupons. So, okay, so you have a monitor that is, when measured vertically, 1440p. That's the hardest to run aside from 4K. Now, if you get a super ultra wide monitor, you're basically looking at running 4K resolution. A super ultra wide like the Odyssey G9 from Samsung is basically two 1440p monitors fused together at the center and then curved like crazy. That's just about 4K pixel count. But no, it should be less than that depending on the monitor that you have. Let's shop some deals, and the coupon code we're going to be starting with when we look at this is NY100. So let's go here. We can actually set this to higher than 1600. Sort by price, low to high. Because we're going to be taking off almost $200 from this price. Oh, I meant to go high to low. My bad. Okay. So looking for a white PC here. 5070. I want to go higher than that. Like a 9070 XT. Let's see. We're trying. Let's see. I might need to bring it up to this. It caps out at a 5070. Oh, 9070 XT. Hold up. Hold on. This might not fall under the budget, though. So don't get too excited yet. Okay. We have found what might be our best candidate. 9070 XT and a 7800 X3D. 1899 is a scary number, but hold up. Let's see what happens when we apply 3 discounts. And by the way, we should consider shipping one of those discounts because it is free. So you go with the 1-year standard warranty. That's parts, labor, shipping, everything. Also a free controller here. I got to remove anything else from my cart, which is this right here. And let's see if we can get it under $1,600. That'd be pretty crazy. So first we do NY100. Then we do SWARM. This is my coupon code. And then we take $50 off of this. And we are at just under $1,700. We're at $1,692. So we're a little too high. $1,692 is where we're at. Like, you already gave me wiggle room, and then I blew right past that. I don't want to do that. Let's look at the rest of this build and see if it... Okay, 850 watt, 80 plus gold, ATX 3.0. Good. 32 gigs DDR5 5600 is suboptimal. It's not purely optimal for the 7800 X3D, but it's not like it's this market. It's this DDR. It's this RAM market. You take what RAM you can get. 9070 XT is a very powerful GPU, the best you can get from AMD Radeon right now in this generation. 7800X3D is very close to 9800X3D in performance, but that's depending on the games you play. It's not as important at the high resolution you're going for. 360mm AIO, and it is a very, very nice looking build. But the one thing that bothers me here, and it's fine, it's within spec from my recommendations, the 1 terabyte NVMe. And my limit or my minimum is if you get to $2,000 or more, 2 terabytes is the minimum. But like that market is also hurting right now. Versus like with RAM kits are like 4 or 5 times their original price. Storage is getting to double price. One more thing. Small form factor is preferred but not required. I'm glad it's not required because it's not happening. Small form factor, you got to add like $500 at least, just because of things like the motherboard, the odd cooling solution. It's usually a little bit more difficult to build. They're more expensive in general. SFX power supplies, all those things. So I'm very glad it's not required. Now, here's a good thing. This is not a giant dual chamber case. This is a single chamber case. So if you're working with limited space on your desk and you want to have this thing on your desk, then this is better than a dual chamber case. This is somewhere between a big dual chamber case and a small form factor. It's your standard mid tower. What other options were there here? My issue here is, hold on, let me check something really quick. Excuse me. I haven't like hydrated at all, and I just talked for like 2 hours before stream. Okay, my issue here is a lot of these other options are the 5070. Why is that a problem? Well, when you go above 1440p, and make no mistake, ultra-wide 1440p is higher than standard 1440p. The 5070 can run out of VRAM. It has 12 gigs of VRAM. The 9070 XT has 16. That's what I thought, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Desk space is limited due to the ultra-wide and a few other things I need for work. Well, bass player, one thing you can do is you can get a side table, or there's even platforms for your floor that keep your PC off the floor and even give it some nice wheels, which are really nice to get, because then if you need to change the way things are plugged in the back, you just roll it forward. Just make sure you leave some slack in that power cable and such, okay? Don't go ripping cables out of your PC just to put in a flash drive. For the resolution you're going for, I mean, I would highly recommend a 16 gig VRAM GPU. So you have two options here, okay? You go even a little higher in your budget to go to 1692, I think, 1693, or however much it was. With no, shipping is free, but taxes are not included yet, okay? Or we have to go down to a 5060 Ti 16 gig. Now, I know what y'all might be thinking, like, well, that doesn't perform as well as the 5070. That's true in terms of raw FPS, but the 5070 runs out of VRAM. $1,600 is just right between. So the other option is you can mess with your settings to the point where the 5070's 12 gigs of VRAM are no longer a problem. I just want you to understand that if we were looking at a boutique builder, there's no chance that you'd see 5070 or a 9070 XT as your GPU options. Hello from ice-covered Mississippi. Hello from already warm again, Texas. How you doing? I hope you stay safe up there. Yeah. John Kajika, but welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hi, Bray. Missed the start. It's now a tad late, but I'll hang out a bit. I appreciate that, Steve. Thanks for coming in. I started an hour late myself, so yeah. Is Twitch broken? Are y'all okay over there on Twitch? Y'all are usually the chatty Cathys here. But hey, it's okay. It's got power back 10 minutes ago. Oh, goodness. I'm glad you have power back. How long was it down? Now, there is another option. Why is my music so loud? Did I even have ducking on? I did. That would have helped then. That's good. I'm not a settings snob. As long as the frame rates are stable, I'm happy. Since Saturday morning, John? Your power's been out since Saturday morning? Hold on, wait, that means carry the 2. Geez, that's what you would say in mathematics. A long time. What the hell? Natty is doodling and lurking. Oh, cool. All right. Nice. So there is another option here. Okay. And that is the non-XT 9070. Because if we take a look at it, the non-XT 9070 also has, well, it doesn't say the VRAM here, but should also have 16 gigs of VRAM as well. So it is a bit slower than the 9070 XT. Obviously, that's what the XT is for. But there are other benefits. Although this is not a white system, not that you wanted a white build. This comes with double the storage with a 2 terabyte Gen 4 drive. This comes with the appropriate RAM speed for a 7800X3D. The frequency at 6,000 megahertz or megatransfers per second is better for the 7800X3D. That's where you want to be. I don't know the cast latency for that kit though, but if we can get this in white, it might be perfect. Let me see if there is a version of this in white. No. There is not. And once you keep scrolling down, you start getting to the 9060 XT, which for the resolution you're trying to play, I would not recommend. It'll do it, but you're looking at more adjustment of settings to get your frame rates higher. I know you said you're not a settings snob, but I feel like everybody should be at least a little bit, because some of the default features that you have in your graphics that make things a little bit prettier make things run a lot of bit slower. Got hit pretty hard here. Luckily, hit a fireplace and gas heaters. Hey, as long as you make it through that. And the fridge is fine, so you didn't lose your food because you had a good generator. That's good to hear. CTC Builds, what's up? Spent my New Year's bonus on setup and upgrades, and the cold front delayed all my packages. Yep. I mean, at least you were not talking about what's going on for John over here in YouTube chat, where power just came on after it went down Saturday. So some delayed packages, I'll take that any day over not having power for days on end. Yikes. That is crazy in that kind of weather. Man, it must have been all hands on deck to restore power, because that is a serious issue for that power company. They are obligated to keep you warm in the winter. You know, they have limitations on what they can do, but man. What's up, Bone Shock? How's it going? Remember, I had a power outage here lasting 2 hours, planned outage, but it was still pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, we've had power down for a few days before. Hurricane Harvey was one thing. Came through South Texas pretty hard, that's for sure. Not my first ice storm. Lived through 1994 with no power or water for 28 days. My goodness. Wow. What's up, WX fan? How's it going? I know you stopped in for some of the broadcasts, but what a race, huh? Between Beans and Emmett. My goodness. You couldn't ask for a better race. So here's the thing, all right? Bass player. I've been showing you a few options here. Then we get an ad break, of course. I'm showing you a few options here. One goes over your budget by $93 or so. I mean, if you want to go with the 5070, you can. There's an option here with an Ryzen 7 7700, and there's also 7700X one here. That's a 5060 Ti. If you want to go for a 5070, it is an underestimated GPU, I will say. It's just VRAM issues could be a thing for you at the resolution you're trying to game at. Okay, that's what you got to be aware of. But I would say probably your best option is going to be this system here with the 9070. In this landscape, with hardware as hard to get as it is, this is a crazy deal. Any of these is a crazy deal, obviously. I mean, this one would be a crazy deal, right? For not 1742, but 1692 and 99 cents. So 1693 with a 3 stackable discounts there. But those 3 stackable discounts go for any PC on here above $1,400. So, don't judge based off of that. So let me know which PC you would prefer. The white PC that is over budget, or this black PC here that is under budget. That'll come in at like $1,550 or something like that. Still looking at merch, WX. I see a cool cyan color case. Yep, that is the Azure 2 here in the Montech Sky 2. Really nice, really nice PC here. I think I had one of those. I think I sold it, but it is quite nice. Bass player, looking for some feedback from you here, buddy. We're on a back and forth conversation here. Whenever you can. I don't know if you're on mobile right now. That might affect that. I'll say WX, probably the most attention-getting merch that I've made. Other than the design with a drawing of our buddy here, RGB, right? I do all the graphic design. So I designed that all over print jacket where you see the light mode jacket and the dark mode jacket. And when that's more for me though. I can't really picture anyone who's not the content creator for the merch wearing that. But it is what gets the most compliments when I'm out and about. But also the denim jackets are really nice. The embroidery is really good. And if you're in a warmer area, which I know you're not, it is a thin denim jacket. It is not multi-layers. It's just a denim layer, which works for me because I live in Texas. But if you're in a colder area, it's probably not the one you're looking for. I'll take the black build. It'll be sitting under the desk anyway. Thanks for the help. You got it. Okay. I'm not going to say anything about that because, as you said, you're putting it on a platform. I like the fact that this has double the storage and the better RAM. So I like this choice a lot. I'm putting my tag on the end there. It might mean that you're not required to add in the coupon code, but you might still have to do it. So there's the link, and here are the codes. There you go. Those are the 2 codes for you. Other than the one that you get from the email, don't forget that $50 off code. And they stack, which is awesome of SkyTech to do, especially in this market right now. So many colors, though. I know. I like the designs a lot. Honestly, at first, the light mode jacket was my favorite, but the dark mode is what I've been wearing more. I will say I did drop out of graphic design college, so I'm offering my services for the price of 1 Kit Kat, and I'm still not joking about it. I just want to buy. Okay, yeah. I don't know how to get Kit Kats to Brazil, Natty. I don't know how to do that any more than I know how to get computer parts over there. But duly noted. I do enjoy graphic design. I should show you. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I am still talking with the person on Etsy for the custom XXL Vault X binder for the full Pokédex because it holds 1,088 cards and there's 1,025 Pokemon, right? And I sent 2 designs in. You've seen most of these before. Well, you've seen one of these before. So this one should look somewhat familiar other than the background. Now, my only issue with the double XL Vault X binder is that it only comes in black. Even though they have a beautiful purple like this one, they only do the XXL in black, which I get. I understand. So because of that, I try to incorporate as much purple as possible. Shanala, they have the $100 coupon. Oh, the $100 coupon is going away. That's actually a good point. Base player, you're going to want to make that purchase soon because it'll be $100 more expensive soon. But it should still be maybe under budget. Yeah, you'll want to get that very, very soon. Natty, thank you for pointing that out. So this is just going to have sharp edges to the black binder. That's that. My only thing about this person's printing is I don't know whether their printer that does this can do semi-opaque stuff like there is in these circuits. This, by the way, this main graphic and the circuits and stuff is what's on the back of the light mode, dark mode jackets. But this is what I did, and it's kind of crazy. Bear with me here. In order to incorporate the black binder itself, the actual color of it, these are all transparent. All these circuits I added around it are cutouts, essentially. So you have the circuits coming out from behind RGB here, and then you have the black binder's normal color coming in through these cutouts. I think it's pretty cool, but it's going to be pretty busy. You know what I mean? And I got to tell you, I had to refresh myself on how to make a brush because I basically took this circuit image and made it into a brush, which in Photoshop you can then use on the erase tool. And then I very carefully positioned it around it to get those cutouts in there. But I don't know. I think the negative space thing, it would look pretty cool. It's just, this is going to cost like $90, including the price of the binder. Ruvu, I'm glad you came back just to weigh in on this. That's great. That's great. And thank you for lurking, by the way. But that's, I mean, look, here's something that you'll notice about me whenever I try different things. And trying a Pokemon channel is definitely trying something different, right? To add to my tech content on the side as a second channel. I can't do anything halfway. I just can't bring myself to do it. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to take my time, get obsessive about it. Sometimes it's a problem. Sometimes it's good. So yeah, I think I was leaning away from the negative space one, but based on y'all's responses to it, I think I'll do it. I think the logo, either with the negative space or with the extra channels, looks good either way. Thank you. It really is up to the seller's preference. Yeah, the thing is, I asked which one they thought would be better. I mean, the thing about it is, I understand like printing stuff and merch. The image is basically measured perfectly for the binder. It is 300 DPI. PPI, 300 PPI. So that is what you need, 300 pixels per inch to get, that's like your minimum for high quality printing. But I don't know what printer they're using. I guess it's UV printing probably. And I don't know how it does with edges. So all of that negative space, if you get kind of messy edges, is just going to be messy. I had let me see. Let me look up their other prints. I'll bring it up here so you can see kind of what they've done. So these are some of their prints. This is the best, by the way. Look at that. That is so good. That is so cute. Can you just, I mean, that is super cute. Man. Like even all the details. HP is 365 for 365 days a year. All of that. United Hearts, Eternal Mock. Come on. No weaknesses, I guess. Absolutely. That's really cool. But then there's just cat. It's AI. That's an AI image. I like the concept though. Like I look at this one, like this looks like a photo. Like they took a photo based on the lighting and stuff. There's some of these that look like they took the picture. Like AI doesn't add in, oh, I took a picture of partially off the table there. Also, they have a ton of good reviews. They're a star seller. They have a ton of good reviews. I'm not worried that they can't actually print anything. I think you need to level up your eye for AI, I guess. Sure. Okay, I am noticing one thing though. I might be okay. Let me see all reviews. I want to see how far back these go. If it's all January, okay, I'm going to switch sellers. No, hold on. Let me keep going. Okay, 2025. Okay, keep going. I got really scared there for a second. 2025. Can we go all the way to the end? September. Let's keep looking. See, there's low reviews here. Did not get a mock-up before sending. I did get a mock-up, but even though I was assured that was order would be printed successfully or much lower resolution. Okay. So June. See, that doesn't look like AI to me. Am I crazy? I mean, the thing is, look. Yeah, the Pokemon card thing could just be AI, but it also could be a client that was like, I don't want to hire an artist. I'm just going to do AI because they were lame. I don't know. Okay, no. The image they printed on the binder is AI, not that the print is AI. Okay. Okay. Why? What? Why? Why? Why would anybody even do this? Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot, actually. Swabloon Altaria. That's cool. If there's a seller that you pay to put your own things on it, then sure, this is okay. Cool. I'm glad you approve. Thank you. I feel like I've seen that artwork somewhere. Like it's a channel or something. Okay, great picture. Thank you. Anyways. Well, guess what? I made this. So that at least you can rest assured that I did that. Well, my girlfriend made RGB, but I made the rest. But guess what, though? I used Photoshop to do it, so there were likely AI tools involved. But that is where AI belongs. AI does not replace the artist. It assists the artist with things. Because could you imagine trying to... Like, I can't draw, but I know I'm technical enough with Photoshop to learn how to take a design and then make an eraser brush out of it, stuff like that. I'll say that the concept is fine. Like, I've made so many custom cards for random stuff like Pokemon and MTG. So you would do a thing. Got it. What thing? What are we talking about? WX fan. What's happening right now? I don't get it. No, I am glad though that I went through and looked through it, because I was like, as soon as I saw, I was like, wait, these are all from January. What the heck? But no, it goes back to mid last year. That's not bad. I need high resolution here. But one thing that I would say is probably it, like, let's play devil's advocate here and assume that this is a person who is running a small business, has a decent printer, and is just maybe not super communicative with their clients. Okay. What happens is a client doesn't know what someone like, I've done merch. I know what's required for file formats, for file quality, resolution, 300 PPI and everything for your or DPI, depending on how you're looking at it. I think it is PPI, but I know to send it in like that. Person just trying to get their custom thing sent in doesn't know these things, and the seller doesn't tell them, just says, okay, I'm just going to print whatever you send me. That's bad service. You know how to do a Photoshop brush gimmick thingy? I do, and I had to learn that myself. I use Photoshop, but there's no AI involved because it's Photoshop CS6. I can't even connect to the internet. Yep. The only time I've ever used AI prompt in Photoshop is when I just needed a blurry background gradient, and I didn't want like a gradient from purple to this color or whatever, and I didn't want to go and do the gradient thing myself. It was the easiest prompt ever. It's like, give me a gradient background from this color to this color, and it just did it. This one I made myself, though. I actually crafted this gradient from scratch. Thank you very much. I'm saying PPI. It's DPI. It's dots per inch when you're printing, pixels per inch when you're looking at pixel density. So that's my mistake. It is 300 DPI for printing. Order is in. Congrats, bass player. That's awesome. I didn't even turn your entry here purple before. Oops, that didn't work. What happened to it? Okay. Alrighty then. Well, anyone else who is looking to either get a new pre-built PC, get a parts list put together for a DIY build, or looking for help with an upgrade, you know what to do. If you're watching on Twitch, the link has been popping up. Click the link, fill out the form. And then let me know you're here by using the I'm on the list emote. That is free for anyone just following the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, go to the description, click the first thing there, the first link in the description, and fill out the form. And then let me know in chat at Braythorn, I'm on the list. For however, I guess it's time. It's Pokemon time. Did Belly Button make an application in the form though? Nope, not yet. How do we know Bray is an AI selling his computers to spread the influence for its eventual overthrow?
My secret has been revealed. Just kidding.
Yes, I'm an AI here to help save you hundreds of dollars on your PCs. How evil. Okay. Alrighty then. Question for y'all. How do you feel being here for like watching me record content that will eventually be edited? Is it weird? Like if you see the video later, are you going to be thinking like, it's so weird that I was there? Or are you going to be like, yo, I was there for that. That was cool. That pull was awesome. How do we feel about that? I need to get back to recording PC Gateway videos. That's for sure. I used to do those on stream. I did a few of those on stream. But yeah, you're cool. Thanks, WXFan21. You're cool too. And I've watched so many people streams editing vids. It's fun. Hey, peckish. No, that we don't use derogatory terms here like that. Thank you for apologizing immediately after. What's up, Vaquero? How's it going? Welcome, Lone Vaquero 684. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Sport cards when? Sport cards are when I can go back in time and convince my dad not to leave us, and also for him to like sports, so that he could eventually teach me to like sports. We'll see how that works out. I had zero influences around me that like sports. Zero. My main friend group, we played D&D, man. Did that get too real? It's not. It's fine. It was a long time ago. But yeah. No, I was more video games and computers and Dungeons and Dragons nerd. That was both a band geek and a theater kid, all wrapped into one. I had Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. You see, it's good to be a well-rounded person. I, and unfortunately, am not. Did the Pokemon badge tourneys at Toys R Us in my area. That's awesome. That's really cool. If you still have any of the stuff that you got from that, they did like to hand out specific like special energy cards and special cards for everyone participating, all of that. Those are highly sought after, I'll say that. But of course, don't get rid of them if it's something that is valuable to you as a memory. Not weird? Thank you, Fowler. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, yeah. The battery this is on didn't fully charge, so I turn it off when I'm not using it. Could have had so much money from all those Pokemon cards. Yeah, I'm sure you're one of millions of people who feel that way now. So these were our polls from the first six packs. How crazy is that? Should I do one of these as a mega pack? Like open all of them, put all the rares and reverse cards to the back? The only time that's going to be bad is when you have a God pack, but I don't even know if they have God packs for Mega Evolution base set. And if I only knew to invest in Bitcoin and buy a house in 2010, but that's so stupid being 8 years old. Look, I wasn't 8. I was invited into Bitcoin, like not the company, not the people who run it, but like some people mining it very early, like when it was brand new. I said no. I was not interested. I still dislike crypto. Now there's just an additional reason where I could have been wealthy at this point, like disgustingly rich. Yeah. But oh well. If I had been, I probably would never have started a YouTube channel. Band Kids Unite, getting to skip class for concerts and competitions. Sign me up. Well, bass player, other than summer band, for marching band and all that, that was not cool. Oh, I get to go to school in the summer. Yay. I chose this for myself. Okay. All righty then. Okay. Welcome to another Mega Monday where I am chasing down the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur triptych from Mega Evolution base set. And I already have one of them. It was the box topper for this booster box. So that, is it cheating? I don't know. It's stamped. It's nice. I like it. But the first 6 packs, we're doing 6 packs every Monday. The first 6 packs were actually pretty generous here with us. Of course, the box topper doesn't really count, but we got 2 illustration rares. One I already had, one I did not have yet. So let's see what the next 6 packs bring. And we are picking them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. It's not like I'm mixing it up. I'm picking them directly from the front. But I don't know. For this, I don't know if I'm going to get another booster box of this. Let me back these up. Bam, bam. That's the order I pulled them in. There we go. Starting with a Mega Gardevoir pack on the pack art. I'm happy with that. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we get from this. The first 6 packs were really good. Let's see what the rest of them bring right now. I just really want the first page, the first 3 cards in my full Pokédex. The National Pokédex is what I'm chasing after in general with this. I just want the first 3 cards to be matching cards, you know? I want it to be that theme. Okay, so 1 card to the front for the pack trick. Let's see what we get. Of course, starting with basic energy. We got Heliolisk, already got that. You're going to hear me say I've already got that, or I don't. For whether I have it in the Pokédex or not, already got Corphish. Tangela, already have, I believe. Sandshrew, I've already got. Gumshoes, I've already got. I have opened a decent amount of Mega Evolution. Not a ton. I've never done like I'm opening 100 packs of... No, I'm not at that level, that's for sure. Surfing Beach. Centiskorch, I have. Reverse Ultra Ball is nice. I like getting fancy item and support cards and such. A reverse Nincada. I think Nincada might be new for the Pokédex, and we got a reverse holo of that. That's awesome. And final card is a holo Steelix. Nothing crazy there, but we'll take it. Pack number 2. Remember, guys, side note here, if we pull something really good, throw it in Twitch chat because that could end up in the video. Like, bam, 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 you know, say something in there. And y'all usually do, but just so you know. Okay. Little pack trick star here. There we go. We're starting with basic energy. Score Bunny, already have. Tinkatuff, I have as well. Nuzleaf, already in the Pokédex. Tyrogue, I've already got. Most of these I'm already going to have. Magnezone might be new for the Pokédex, actually. Not too sure, but I might have a holo of it. I'd have to check. Ace Roll is Mischief. Centiskorch again. Reverse Magnemite. Reverse Shuckle. And holo Hariyama we do already have. All righty. Pack number 3. Nincada is, in fact, not new. You already got a reverse, not holo Nincada. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Thank you for checking in when I say that. So we already have Nincada reverse. Perfect. Okay, there we go. PCL. Riolu, we have. Nickit, we have. Snom, we already have. Magnezone, we just got. Ace Roll is Mischief again. Centiskorch again. Reverse Grumpig might be new. I'll have to double check that. Nice. Okay. Delibird, we have an illustration rare for that. So what's the last one? Holo Raikou. We have a Raikou V. So that full art Raikou Vs. That does not beat that out. All right, we're halfway through. Pack number 4. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I guess it's just, starting late does hurt my viewership more than I'd like to admit. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, energy beware. We got a Yukimori Helioptile. Always happy to see that, but I do already have it. Ralts. Oops. Makuhita. I believe I've got Makuhita already. A Repel. Ninetales. Mystery Garden. Reverse Knackley. Might be an upgrade. Reverse Yveltal. Not an upgrade. And Hollow Meganium. Really not getting much on this one. Not getting almost nothing that we have. Oh, so the Grumpig was an upgrade. Here, I'll hold it up to say that. See, Natty, this helps a ton that you're doing this, because that means in the recording, I'll be able to say that something was an upgrade or not. There we go. And this reverse Grumpig is an upgrade for the Pokedex from just a plain uncommon to a reverse foil. That's nice to get. Okay. Penultimate pack time. Second to the last. Okay, starting off, of course, with basic energy. I wish there were hollow energies in this set. That'd be great. I really like getting hollow energy. That's one thing I really liked about Black Bolt and White Flare. Well, I mean, this is what I really liked about Black Bolt, but I mean, still, I'm going to say it again. Getting that in pack number 1 out of my first Black Bolt ETB was certifiably crazy. Okay, Litleo we have, Clauncher we have, Tinkatink we have, Nickit we have, Stonjourner we have, Lily's Determination, always good to get. That is a great card for the TCG. Celebi we have. Reverse Toxicroak might be an upgrade. I think I just have a standard Toxicroak common. Score Bunny Reverse, I don't know. Might be an upgrade. And Hollow Clawitzer, which I believe we already have that one. Okay, RGB, I need your help here, buddy. All right, we need some last pack mojo here, because we got like nothing out of this other than a single card upgrade potentially. So last pack, let's see what we get. Last one. The downside here is, we're opening all these packs. We're not really improving our Pokedex very much. This is why I don't chase specific cards. I just really want those 3 cards. And I've already got one. We're a third away there, but they're very... And it's not an SAR at least. It's just an illustration rare. So it should be... I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, Sobble. We've got Electrike. We have Baniri. We have... Sandslash already in there. Tangrowth, got a better version of that. Goldango, we have. Premium Power Pro. Nice. Reverse Ivysaur might be an upgrade for my second card in the Pokedex. That might be an upgrade. I don't know offhand. And wait, hold on. Reverse Clawitzer and Hollow Xerneas. So, okay, really didn't get much out of this. We just got, I don't think we got any new Pokemon, and we got this many upgrades. So I'll take it, but you know what? That's what it is. You're chasing certain cards. It's going to be, you got to enjoy the journey, I guess. So get subscribed so you see the next 6 packs next Monday and more videos in between. See ya. Okay, I'm going to end the recording there, but I think I want to do a mega pack. I think I want to do a mega pack. Let's see. Look back through chat, see what I missed. Also, I feel like the idea of cryptocurrency being tradable for fiat currency defeats the whole point of cryptocurrencies being decentralized. Lon Vaquero, they're way ahead of you there. Anytime you see a cryptocurrency trading company, that is centralizing that currency. And oh no, they did a fraud. They did a fraud thing. Who would have expected? Yeah. I've been watching your videos for a while now, but never thought I would build a PC. But today, while looking for used books on Facebook, I saw an i5 12400 for $80. Now I guess I'm doing my first build with it now. Well, the good thing there, welcome, Casanova. Thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate that. The good thing there is that you can get a motherboard that allows you to use DDR4 memory, which is not cheap, but it's way less overpriced than DDR5. So yeah. And the thing is, you want to pick up a GPU as soon as you possibly can, because those are going to be on the chopping block here soon too, in terms of shortages. So, yeah, no, and 12400 is a solid CPU for, for getting into it. It's a solid budget gaming CPU for sure. Okay, we are doing. This is the third Mega Monday video here. So there you go. Okay. We're doing one more of these. I don't want to open like too many more. I don't have that much more Pokemon stock left. I have more stuff coming in soon, but yeah. I don't want to just burn through all of these. Okay. It's Mega Monday again. Yet another chance for me to try to score more of these special cards from Mega Evolution to get my 1, 2, and 3 spots in my Pokédex with a matching set of Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. You can only get out of Mega Evolution. We've got 1. We need 2 more, and we're opening 6 packs out of this booster box. This time, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to take those 6 packs and make 1 Mega Pack. I don't know if this is a bad idea, but we're trying it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't even know if in Mega Evolution base set, if they have God packs, but this would ruin that if that's the case. So yeah, we're going to be opening every one of these packs. It's going to be 60 cards, and we're going to try to put all of the rares at the back. So that should be removing 1 card from the back. That's just an energy card. Then setting aside 3 cards. And then, yeah. So I'm going to try to do this. You get to see this sped up. But, so good for you. Let's see if this turns out to be a big mistake or if it's kind of awesome. Spoiler alert. There. I'm just going to put a graphic whether it's awesome or not. That'd be fun. Okay. Code card there. Energy card here. And then 1, 2, 3 there. Actually, I'm going to zoom out for this. Mega Pack for Mega Monday. This might be the way to proceed, maybe. One thing I've noticed with a lot, I mean, no, they're not going to hear any of this in the video because this is a long process that we're going to just skip through. But one thing that I have been thinking about, if you watch a lot of these creators, they'll get on their shorts, they'll have specific sound cues and visuals that they reuse, and it becomes a thing. And I've been like, what would be me? What would I do? I don't know. I just know a lot of these cards are just going to be a ton of repeats. And that is okay. If anything, I could make it to where all the reverse hollows are together. And then the actual last cards are all the way at the back. I'm going to Mega Dream EX and Prismatic Evolutions. Oh, the Prismatic Evolution God Packs are crazy. Like, you're getting the down payment for a house out of that thing. It is insane. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Last pack mojo, RGB. Give us some help here, buddy, because this is a big one. And he's like, I only worried about computer stuff before. I thought about computer stuff, but what is all this card stuff? No. You are a Pokemon, my friend. There we go. Okay, so this should be, if I did this right, if I did this correctly, these should all be energy cards. Watch, it's all the rares. There you go. All energy cards. Look at all them energies. This is all the reverse hollow stuff and the rares here, and this is all the common and uncommons and items, trainer cards, things like that. So should I separate these by the last card or not? Yes. So that's okay. So here's what I'll do. 1, 2 goes there. 1, 1, 2 over here, and 1, 1, 2 over there. These are all the rarest ones. 1, 1, 2 goes over here, and 1, 2 over here. 1. I could have done this from the beginning. 1, 2 there and there. And I just get these. I promise I'm not doing sleight of hand here. I'm just really bad at this. Okay, let's see what we get. It's gonna be a lot of repeats here, things we already have in the Pokedex, but let's get through this. We might fast forward if it's really boring. Scorbunny, Tinkatuff, Tyrogue, Nuzleaf, Tangrowth, Goldango, Premium Power Pro, Thievul. It's a lot of cards. Yungoos, Tangela, Clauncher, Frostmoth, Spiritomb. I might not have Garganacl. I'm not sure. Let's get that Trubbish. Thank you, Casino. I appreciate it. Actual trash Pokemon, but still, we like it. Okay. Miltank, Corellia, Drizzile, Scorbunny, Crawdaunt. I better be focused in here. Mystery Garden. Who put this garden here? It is a mystery. Solrock, Execute, Gimmighoul, Thievul, Delmise. And yes, I have all of these already. All of them. Garganacl. Garganacl is new. Okay, good. What are the odds there? Forest of Vitality. Executor, Sobble, Electrike, Bunnery, Delmise, Grumpig, Forest of Vitality. Executor, Pachirisu. Do I have Pachirisu? I think I might have a Japanese Pachirisu. I think I have a Japanese Pachirisu. Grafaiai, Chikorita, oops, Knackley, hold on. That's a wrong button. Hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. 1 second. Always with that. Mega Signal. Shedinja. Well, we did get the illustration rare for that, but yeah. Casanova, I'll allow that as soon as I can access my mouse here. That's not bad. Inteleon. Ooh, reverse Pachirisu. So even if we, this is a beautiful. Okay, can we just acknowledge that? Can we just acknowledge that this is a gorgeous card, just in general? The art, everything, and then in a reverse, that is a lovely card. I think that's an upgrade for Pachirisu. Alakazam, we are in the reverse hollows now. We're going to be seeing a lot of these. Alakazam, I already have a full. I have a hollow rare already. Reverse Mega Signal. Rare candy. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Actually, I need to put my items there. Reverse Nuzleaf. I've already got. Reverse Makuhita might be an upgrade. Chi-Yu reverse. I've got Chi-Yu EX, so I'm good. Beware. Love Beware. Beware is a great Pokemon. Reverse Latios. I think I have this reverse already. Reverse Chikorita. Reverse Corphish. Reverse Hollow Pokemon Center Lady. There's a full Hollow Alakazam. And I think we're getting to them. We're getting to these final cards. Let's see if it was all worth it. Mega Lucario EX. Nice. I already got one of these, but if you're trying to build a deck, you need more than one. That's a hit. Mega Manectric EX. If I didn't have the full art already for this, I'd be super stoked to see that. But the colors are so nice on this. And then Hollow Steelix and the Mega Camerupt EX full art. Yo, that's a hit right there. That's a great card. Do I already have this? Oh, man. We got a hit, though. And Hollow Yveltal. The Mega Pack never misses. The Mega Pack never misses. I guess get subscribed for the next Mega Pack I do next Monday. We'll see you then. That's awesome. That's awesome. You do have a Pachirisu listed in the Pokédex. Well, then we got a reverse Hollow Pachirisu. So there we go. There you go, Casanova. Beware comes close, though. Yeah. Still no Ivysaur or Venusaur. But still, some nice hits here. I need to check if I have this. Hang on. Let me just sleeve up the EXs here. Friendly reminder to myself that I need... Oh, I'm still recording. I'm so sorry. All right. Sorry, editor. Onward, likely. There you go. I love the way that they do these, though. Where you have the pre-Mega Evolution Pokemon behind there, and then the Mega Evolution and the Mega Evolution in the front. There's multiple cards like this, and it's very cool. So Camerupt is in the first half of my Pokédex. Hold on. What is Camerupt's Pokédex number? I should look it up. I have a spreadsheet for this. And there we go, to the spreadsheet. Camerupt. Double rare Mega EX, and that is 323. I think we might have that card already. Yep. We have that one already. Okay. It's another EX card, though. So it goes in the EX collection. Look at this Numel, though. Sick Numal card. I love it. It's just like lava, whatever. I make that stuff. I'm good. And for the the Manetric EX, I have the full art right there. And you see how it has the regular Manetric in the back, and the yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Which one of these did I not have? I had all of them already. I didn't have this version of Mega Manetric EX. I don't have the just regular one. I don't think. This is for all Pokemon that are like later on in the Pokedex. Like, basically, this is why I need a single binder that's larger, because this is like 620, 625 and onward. Let me see. Yeah, 625 and onward. But at the back, because there's some room left over, that's where I have my EX collection. I'm putting my Yukamori cards here that don't go into the Pokedex. These are just my extra EX cards, the collection I'm building for those that'll get their own binder eventually. Maybe this one, actually. So there's my Mega Lucario EX. I already have that one. But if you want to build a deck, you need more than one. And I have it in Japanese right there. So I could build a deck. It says the same thing as the others. So I love this Pikachu one too. It's really good. But I don't have the standard Mega Manetric for the EX collection. So that's good. It is, in that way, a new card. So they can basically all go in here. That is a really nice card, though. Oh, one thing about these binders that I'm not actually a big fan of is that, like, printing here, not a problem. This is embedded in there, right? But you just print all the rest of this area, right? Thanks, Vault X. So much for printing on the back of it. Do you collect and battle or just collect? I like to collect the battle. The battling is kind of boring to me. I have not tried yet. I've not tried the TCG yet. I'm interested. Wayland TP, what's up? Welcome. How's it going? Reminds me of Goku helping Gohan with Cell. Oh my god, it does. Right? Gohan was down to one arm. All that. Yeah. Or the final Kamehameha. You could buy some other type of felt or material and just glue over it. But it's going to be printed onto there. It's not like I'm covering it with something. I don't know. I have so many freaking cards here. Good Lord. Okay. This was... I need a pen or something because I could use a code card to mark what's where. So this was 3. This was session 3 of Mega Mondays. This was session 2. I mean, really, I just got to look in there and see that, oh, it's just all... Like, I got to look at the order of the cards, because this one is going to be like normal order, right? Like normal, commons, uncommons, reverse, hollow. I got to say, I don't know how in the past... I mean, I guess in the past, if you got a hollow card, you celebrated more because they weren't guaranteed. But these days, you're just guaranteed to get a couple reverse cards, and a hollow. Reminds me of when I opened my ETB, and while yes, I got that hit, I kind of disappointed that I only got like 3 new bugs for my bug binder. I was expecting a few more. I will say though, I mean, Reverse Hollow Genesect is awesome. It is. I think I have one. I have some awesome Genesect card. It might be Genesect EX. I have Genesect EX. Yeah, right now I'm prioritizing getting a GPU, maybe a new one to get the warranty, and then I can get the other parts slowly, since I don't think cases will go up in price that much. So here's the word, okay? It was RAM first, then storage. RAM is at roughly, I mean, for DDR5, it's roughly 4 or 5 times original MSRP. Storage is up to about double price. It's starting to go above that. Then now GPUs, because they use VRAM. NVIDIA already stated, yeah, we're making 40% fewer GeForce GPUs in 2026. Cool, thanks NVIDIA. Always thinking about the consumer. Awesome. And so GPUs, they're gonna dry up. Right now, you can still get, in some cases, a decent GPU for a decent price. That is going to be gone in a couple months at the very latest. After that, it is CPU coolers, because of the cost of raw materials for like copper cores, cold plates, things like that going up in price, radiators, all that, aluminum for radiators. And then you've got power supplies, because of things like capacitors, all integrated circuits in general, things like that. And then it is, what else? CPUs. But Ryzen CPUs are going up by 7% or something like that. It's going to take a while for CPUs to be massively affected by it. It's probably not going to happen for a while, if it does at all. The bubble might burst by then, before it's like, oh, CPUs are double the price now. Yeah, they're already a high-priced item. GPUs are always more volatile when it comes to price than CPUs are. But I don't know. It's just a rough time to build a PC. And if you're already buying some used hardware, you can buy other used hardware. To be honest, I think I get what you mean. Since here in Brazil, we, to my knowledge, don't get better rates like Chinese packs, while also only getting 6 cards per pack. Yeah, getting holos and reverse holos is cool as hell. Yeah. Oh, Tim, come on, man. Come on, stop that. I don't see the normal name anymore. Give me a break. All you got to do is be like, just a few streams, be like, yo, it's Tim. I'm sorry. I'm still Pokemon brained right now. I feel crazy right now, because I feel like every stream for the past while I've gotten some crazy hit, and I didn't this time around. Crazy hit, But yeah. Shh. PC works more like waterworks, crying about nothing over here. We did not get to hang out at CES, and that sucked. It made me very upset. We should have. It was a little weird, because last CES I went solo. This CES I did have someone with me, and I felt like it changed the whole vibe for me. I saw your builds though. Of course, we got to say hi at Thermal Take. That was it. No, man, we barely got to hang out. All right. Well, I don't know, guys. That's going to be the case though with a lot of this stuff. If you go watch Pokemon card pulling content, there's a lot of videos where they don't get anything. If you just put up content where it's you got something crazy, you're going to hardly have anything. It's fine. So I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot of cards to sort now. At least there's not a ton to add to the Pokedex from this, but thank you for the help on that, by the way, Natty. So many creators now. I know. And it. Did you experience any weird moments with that? Anything weird? I felt like there was a couple weird moments for me. There's something going on in the background I don't know about. That's normal though for me. I'm not big. I'm not a huge creator or anything. It's normal. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I had this moment happen. That's all I need, dude. That's all I need. But yeah, I don't know. You're coming in at the tail end of it here. Oh, there's an ad break. I'll wait till the ad break is over. I'm probably not even gonna raid at this point because it's I don't think so. Just all the creators are like everywhere. Yeah, it is. I mean, I can at least say I've been 4 or 5 times to CES. I'm not like new to the game. I get everyone hustling, but damn, Tim, here's the thing. In a way, I'm glad because I did CES out of pocket, right? I didn't get sponsored by anyone for anything, and that was okay because the vibe from my viewers and stuff when I was doing live streams or from any of the videos, it's just they're done with AI, man. Consumers are done with AI. And companies don't get it. So there were creators who were sponsored by companies that were pushing. So they had to make content around AI, and their viewers are done with it. I'm actually really glad I didn't get roped into that. Like, that sounds like a bad time. Yeah, I think the only new parts like from Amazon or the retailers I'll get would be a GPU and motherboard. I can deal with used coolers in case. Thankfully, motherboards aren't really affected yet. Other than the fact that DDR4 motherboards are getting very hard to find for 12th, 13th, and 14th gen Intel. DDR4 motherboards are getting hard to find. But yeah, if you're looking at like Z690, Z790, Z890, look for the DDR4. Well, Z690 or 790. Z890 is not the same socket. It's a different socket. Z690 or Z790, look for a DDR4 board, and you'll be able to save a bunch of money on your RAM. Just understand, you can't later on put DDR5 into that motherboard. It's designed for DDR4 if you get it a motherboard with that designation. Good thing I'm not really into aesthetics. Still, screw the AI data centers. He taught me a lot over the years. Happy to hear that. What's up, Zentech? Doing good. I just hooked up a third monitor finally, but we need to replace it since it's 24-inch and not a 27-inch. Just turn it vertical. You won't be able to tell. One fun fact, if you have a 32-inch monitor and you turn a 24-inch monitor vertical, if I'm not getting the numbers wrong, I think they almost match up vertical size, which is great for a side monitor for chat or whatever, if you're a streamer, that kind of thing. By the way, Bray, what's the software to check your specs that you recommend? Last time I tried hardware info, it actually locked my computer up, and I had to force it to restart by holding the power button. That's not supposed to happen. And you got hardware info 64, right? I don't know. You can look at Specky without the slash at the end there, okay? That one can give you an actual snapshot of all your specs. We thought some of these streams that were the guy opens packs for viewers and they were paid for seems weird, but I don't know about the Pokemon. Okay, what you're talking about is rip and ship, Casanova. One thing I know is that, well, I'm not for it because it just makes me think it's gambling, right? I'm doing this as a collector, not to make money when I'm doing Pokemon stuff. I'm starting a journey as a collector. So the gambling side of it is not for me, really. I don't know. If it's fun, then sure. I only use hardware info. Well, Tim, the thing is, if you're trying to just get a snapshot of what specs you have, like, you'll know. You'll know what's in your PC. But for newbies who are just like, I want to know what's inside my PC. There you go. Yeah, Specky can be all right. I mean, it's from the same people as CCleaner, which I've used for a while. Just be careful, Natty, if you're getting Specky, and make sure that you click off of any options when you're installing. It's kind of annoying. I think it might be at Ninite. Let me check. Let's see. Utilities. CCleaner is here, but I guess Specky is not. It should be under utilities. If you haven't heard me talk about Ninite.com before, this is like, if you're ever at a place that where your job is building a lot of PCs and putting them in back offices or things like that, you're going to spend a lot of time here making install files. because you can select any number of these and download a single install file, and it turns off all optional things, like back when Google toolbars were a thing. It just makes it a single download and a single install. Oh, it's only specs. Oh, gotcha. Like Windows will tell you about specs, right? Won't drill down to the RAM speeds or anything though, right? Well, I think it can give you timings and stuff. You basically have like a tree architecture where you can get through there and see what's where, like get into the details if you want to. There's some really good tools here though, guys. Like if you're like, I want to uninstall stuff, but like for real, get Revo uninstaller. Okay. And if you're like wondering, okay, what is this? Hover over it. It's just free antivirus. Okay. What is Cute PDF? Print documents as PDF files. Even though most of your apps can do that now, they couldn't always. So there's still dedicated apps for that where you can do presets and things like that. Winamp. Something llama. If you know, you know. What's the best DIY PC component you saw at CES? Ooh. Okay. Probably the dual case from Thermaltake. It's massive, but I love it anyway. That dual case was nuts. I really like that. I pretty much use the Christidis tool via PowerShell. Sure. Yeah, that double case was insane. I actually want that. I actually want that. The fact that it's not like one ATX motherboard and an ITX, but rather you get dual MATX. Super sick for a gaming and streaming setup, 100%. No, I really liked it. I thought it was absolutely dope. I mean, that kind of thing has existed before, but this was a really good implementation of it. Should have that soon. I bet you will. I can't wait to see what you do with it. I would like to get my hands on one of those. The thing is, I don't have any MATX motherboards, so I wouldn't be able to build in it until I acquired those. And the amount of RAM you need, I mean, I have some RAM, so that should be fine. I don't know. I got to be careful with stuff like this. I don't have a ton of hardware. I get pre-builts. And how many PCs did I review last year? Like 2, maybe 3. It was super slow last year because of tariffs and 50 series not being purchasable until mid-year, basically, to get them regularly. Lots of stuff. So not a big amount of just spare hardware lying around because that's just, I cover pre-builts. I don't have MSI being like, hey, we're going to send you a box. Okay. Yeah. But no, I think that'll probably do it for tonight. Don't leave. Give me 90 seconds of your time. I did the commentary. I did the commentary for a tournament race just before this. So I was already 2.5 hours in on yapping. And here we are. It is 11:41. So I'm going to find somebody to raid real quick. And if you give me 60 or 70 seconds of your time, you might find a new favorite streamer. Let's see. Maybe Has Agent. Nerduino was cool too. Duty Beard. Liger is here. Liger 0. Okay. All right. We will raid my buddy Liger 0. Well, neither do I. I'll have to reach out to Asus. Yeah. I'm sure they like your work though. Like it's probably not a big deal for you to get stuff from them. I want to do a half black, half white build. That'd be super sick. Are you going to mix it, like intermix it towards like white motherboard, white GPU, and like with like black hardware around it, or I don't know. And the tubing goes from black to white, and paint the case the gradient. Ooh, that's going to be awesome. I mean, you could totally do. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with that. That sounds really cool. Oh, what's up, Org Chaos? How's it going? You're coming in right at the end. Hold on. Actually, here's somebody that I want to raid as well. Let's raid Harley Hart because someone who's in the Super Metroid community about to do a map rando. That's in keeping with what I've been all about today. So let's, not in this stream, but let's raid Harley, who was streaming with Bastion Blue last time when I raided Bastion. Let's do that. It's a small raid because I started late and all that, but let's do that. I want y'all to get more into retro randomizers if you're not already. But Tim, if you got more about that build, let me know, or let me know how it's going. I want to see that come together. It sounds freaking rad. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to join the raid, please do. The link to the Twitch channel is in the description. And you can join as a guest if you want to as well. But Natty, motherboard is Intel H81 with the C226 chipset. I have no idea what that word means, but it sounds fun. That's fun. Yeah, I see where you were saying, like, I think I want to do an upgrade. I get you. I understand. We'll find a way eventually. Okay, let's raid Harley. Guys, come along with me. And even if you got to go, totally fine. Just say something nice before you do. That's just, that can make a streamer's day or evening. And more y'all get in here. We're just doing a little raid, but that's okay. All right, guys, I'll be back on Thursday for more PC stuff, Pokemon card stuff. Not Thursday, Sunday. It's Thursday now. I'll be back on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. We might even be switching to some gaming then for the new channel. So be there. That would just be on Twitch, though. So heads up, YouTube viewers. But I'll see you guys soon. Until then, take care.
Let's go, nerds!